have a lot of luxury makeup products. I've been buying luxury makeup for a very long time now, and I've pretty much tried everything under the sun. And I have everything that is good under the sun in my collection. After having been a luxury makeup user for like decades, I wanted to do a video talking about, especially in the recent times, like in the past couple of years, this year included, this year and last year in particular, there have been some amazing makeup releases that are really kind of cutting edge, groundbreaking stuff. So I wanted to do a video sharing with you guys luxury makeup that I think are so worth the high price tag, the luxury price tag. Okay, I'm only going to include the very luxury brands. I'm not going to even include brands like Charlotte Tilbury or Natasha Denona. They're high end but not necessarily luxury brands. I'll only include brands like, you know, Chanel, Dior, you know, Guerlain, you know, that sort of luxury brands. So I can't wait to share with you my list of luxury makeup that are so worth the high price tag. So let's jump right in. Hey beauties, welcome back to another fabulous makeup video. So I want to share with you all my secrets, you know, all my most coveted luxury makeup that I think are so worth it. Okay, let me do this in a way like it's a little bit more organized, and I'll start with like the base products, complexion products, and then like lipsticks and eyeshadows. I'll go like I'll try to have a little bit of organization here. So let me start with primers. I can only think of one. Well, I actually can think of another one, but it's limited edition, so I don't want to get your hopes up. This is something you can get anytime. This, I will tell you, is one of the most groundbreaking products, in my opinion, that I have seen in all the years of me buying luxury makeup products. This is Forever Glow Star Filter by Dior. You guys, this is supposed to be like a similar concept as the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless something filter. I tell you what, that one to me is a little greasy, and yes, it's beautiful, but it's not as stunning as this. First of all, the consistency of this is so much better. This is more of a gel, almost like a cooling sensation that it has, almost like a gel texture that's very lightweight and hydrating, I feel like, without being greasy. I don't know how they did that. Do you see that glow on the back of my hand? By the way, you guys, of course, you guys are getting daylight, natural daylight application demos of all these products. I don't do it any other way. You know, I give you natural daylight demos only, because in studio lights, you can't ever get the correct idea of what a product looks like on your skin. All right, so let me cut away to the daylight demo of this product. As you guys can see, this is so beautifully glowy. The moment you put it on, it makes your very dull skin, like if you were having a bad skin day, dull skin day, we put a little of this on and bam, your face looks like it's been drenched in skincare for days, and you're plump, you have plum skin and so glowy and healthy. Okay, do you see what I mean? Absolutely worth every penny. I'm almost out, down to here. I can't believe that I bought it from Sephora sale and I'm almost out of it. Need I say more? I didn't realize that I would have to buy another one before the next Sephora sale. When it comes to foundations, I feel like this is beautiful. That is, of course, all these products I'm wearing on my skin today in this video, on my face. I mean, all the products I have on my face are from what I'm recommending you, but there are some products I couldn't put on because there are too many of them here. But I'm giving you daylight, natural daylight demos of every one of them. This one right here, as you can see in this natural daylight application, this is so beautiful. It's so flawless. It just perfects your skin. It just so takes care of any skin texture you have, like smooth it, improves tone and the luminosity of your skin. It's just like a beautiful, like blurring, kind of like perfecting foundation, and it's kind of like having a filter on your face. So I really love it, and it's also very, very long wearing. When it comes to concealers from a luxury brand, these are what I want to recommend to you guys. I know that Dior has some pretty good concealers as well, but I really love these concealers from Chanel. You guys, this one is a color corrector, kind of like salmon tone, and this is my concealer. These are so creamy, and they're so, like, how do I put it? They don't crease. I mean, that's what I'm wearing today. They don't, I mean, I didn't have any sleep the night before or the night before, but you can hardly tell. As you can see here in this demo, the salmon colored corrector already kind of smoothed out my under eye and already looked like it perfected everything. I didn't even have to put the concealer on top of it. Do you see how beautiful it is? It really smooths everything out, doesn't settle into fine lines, isn't cakey, very lightweight and creamy. So that's the color corrector, and then the concealer, same beautiful creamy consistency, really blends out well and hides every imperfection. I just absolutely love it, and brightens up also the under eye, both concealer and the color corrector. So I find them amazing, the Chanel concealers and color correctors, perfect. So when it comes to bronzers, I have several here that I want to recommend to you that are so worth every penny. So let me talk first about cream bronzers. I have to tell you about the Chanel new bronzers. So these are the smaller, these are kind of like supposed to be travel friendly versions. This is the Le Beige Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. We had the Soleil Tendue Chanel, right? Everybody loved that, but there was only one universal shade, which was not very universal, only fair skin. So that was amazing, that formula. But because it didn't come in a lot of shades, when they released more shades, they completely changed the formula for some crazy reason, and it was like emollient and kind of, you know, I love it, but it wasn't as good as the original Soleil Tendue Chanel. So I was a little disappointed. Although I got my shade with the second release, I didn't get the formula I wanted. But then they went ahead and remedied that with this one right here. This is the newer, more, so this is actually one of my shades. This is my winter shade. My summer shade is right here actually. So this is the summer shade. Do you see how I hit pan? I mean, you can tell they're loved. This is closer to the Soleil Tendue Chanel, that sort of almost like moussey but creamy texture that is not oily or too emollient, but at the same time very blendable, almost like cream to powder type of consistency. You know what I mean? That Soleil Tendue Chanel had. So that's back. That formula is back in obviously more shades now for tanner and darker than tan skin complexion. So medium to above medium couldn't wear that original Soleil Tendue Chanel, but these are so worth the price. It's already time for me to buy more backups, okay? The other product that I love, this is a special edition, so it's usually not red, it's usually black. I couldn't find my black one. I'm gonna assume it's in my travel pouch. But anyway, this I love to travel with. This is Westman Atelier Bronzed Sticks. This is a brand new one. Obviously, I haven't used it yet. Again, my black one is the one that I'm using. It's almost out. I think I have it in the shade Truffle, I think. Right here. Oh my gosh, do you see that? This is so nice. I mean, it's so easy to use. All you have to do is like draw in the lines and then blend out with a brush. You guys, this formula blends like a dream, a dream, a dream. And it looks amazing. It's actually, you can do like a bronzer thing and be done with it. Just perfection. And it's just a really nice formula. It's kind of actually similar to the Chanel, like the newer, more similar to this 10 Days Chanel version formula. Absolutely adore this. Every penny is worth it. Then I recommend these by Tom Ford. So this is Intensity 1, and then I now have this in Intensity 2. So do you see the big difference? This is actually my like proper shade that fits my skin. This is a little too chocolatey for me, too dark, but you know what? This is summer. I make this work. The thing is, even for fairer skin than mine, this would still work. This highlighter looks kind of dark in the pan, but it goes on beautiful. So this is my shade. As you can see, I've hit pan, but this is like very creamy and emollient. I'm telling you, it's just such a beautiful formula. This is a little bit more emollient than the Chanel formula, but it's still, when it gets blended out, it's not too dewy, not too slidey or slippery. Absolutely gorgeous. And these highlighters, this translucent white-ish one on the skin looks absolutely gorgeous. Do you see that? Very, very beautiful, almost like a dewy look. As you can see here in the daylight application demo, these are beautiful. This translucent one is such a gorgeous, gorgeous one. And then you guys, this right here, the number 2, like I said, the bronzer looks a little bit scary at first, like for anybody, my shade or lighter, like, do you see how intense that is? But actually when you blend it out, it's not bad at all. You can actually make it work. Absolutely stunning. And this highlighter is the reason why I bought this more than the bronzer, because see, it's actually really pretty. It's first of all, one that has color, because in my Intensity 1, it's like a translucent color, this highlighter. These highlighters look absolutely stunning in the sunlight because it's so dewy and angelic. I just adore it. And then you guys, when it comes to setting powders, I'm very particular. I have some really preferred setting powders when it comes to setting my face. So I have 2 here that I really want to recommend to you. Chanel, the loose powder, Natural Finish Loose Powder by Chanel. This, you guys, it has a little luminosity. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is such a beautifully luminous, beautiful, not too luminous setting powder that really like sets the face and just perfects the skin, like it's such a beautiful look. As you can see here in the daylight application demo, you can tell the before and after, like the difference in how gorgeous that, like flawless, it makes the skin look. And then another powder that I absolutely love as sort of a setting / finishing powder is this Sisley powder. This looks actually really weird because it looks very hard, like in the pan, almost like you would like get hard pan or something. Like when you pick it up on a brush and you put it on, you don't really notice it go on the face, but next thing you know is that your face is totally flawless. Beautiful powder. It's very, very silky. I have it in the shade, I'll put all the shades down below. I think I have it in the shade Blur. This is I can't tell you guys, I'll put it down below. This is very blurry. I feel like it just looks like a filter. It blurs all the pores and just gives you this beautiful silky kind of finish. The Sicily Compact here. Love it, so worth the price. Then I have this powder right here by Givenchy. This is the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. This one in particular is the rosy shade that I particularly bought. This is got more of like rosy colors. Got this particularly for my under eyes, you guys, because I feel like pinky kind of colors like the Huda Beauty Orange Blossom, for example, not Orange Blossom, Cherry Blossom. For example, the pink powder, it's perfect for under eyes. It kind of brightens. Same with this, but only this one is even silkier than the Huda Beauty one. Very, very luminescent and like, I don't know, something about it. It's just very beautiful. I actually have it in my regular shade as like setting powder too. It is more of a setting slash finishing powder because it does both. It's not too like powdery, not too cakey. It's very silky. So you can do both. I just love this shade, particular shade for my under eyes, and the other regular shade that I wear for all over the face as a setting slash finishing powder. Usually like to use this setting powder and then a finishing powder, especially when it comes to powders like this. This is of course the Guerlain Meteorites. You guys, these are the latest shades. I didn't bring my other one. I only brought one shade, it looks like. Okay, so this is like number, is it 1? There's a pearlescent one too that is absolutely gorgeous. You guys, this is like purely a finishing powder. You do not use Guerlain Meteorites as setting powder. This is more of a finishing powder. You want to pick it up on a very fluffy, very like preferably synthetic brush, very fluffy, airy synthetic brush. And after all the makeup is done, you go in with this and you just kind of run it all over, brush your face with it. And it's like a kiss from an angel, and suddenly like you put lights on your face, right? Lights, camera, action. Seriously, it perfects and brightens the face and gives you the most ethereal glow. I am wearing it, of course. In this video, you can see in the natural daylight demo that it is gorgeous. The difference it makes, like you put lights on your face. Now moving on to blushes. You guys, these Gucci blushes are fabulous. These, I mean, not only the packaging is to die for. The one complaint I have is I have a hard time opening it all the time. So this particular shade in particular I adore. It is a very Barbie doll pink. I actually am wearing this one and another blush I will talk about here in a second together. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful silky powder, and it just gives you the most beautiful blush to the cheeks. That's not going to show you anything, but you can see here in the natural daylight demo just how pretty this blush is. And of course, you guys, you cannot forget the Dior Backstage blushes. These are like pH adjusting, I think, like no matter what they look like. Now this one looks, for example, very Barbie doll pink, and you think like a tan skin like me cannot be using it, but the moment it goes on, it adjusts to my pH and gives you the most beautiful Barbie blush cheeks. Beautiful. These blushes are so stunning. I love them. I have them in like 8 or 6 or 8 shades. I didn't bring all of them here. I have 3 of the shades here. This one is that beautiful coral shade, and this one is absolutely stunning too. This is kind of a berry shade. The Dior stuff is just absolutely out of this world. The blushes. Then we have this new Dior Forever Glow Skin Maximizers. These are supposed to be like sort of like highlighters or blush stoppers, I would say. This one I use as a straight up blush. I don't know if many of you would feel like doing that, but this particular shade works the most, the best, I feel like, as a blush, straight up blush. It looks so beautifully healthy on my cheeks and looks like a very beautifully glowy blush. It kind of gives you that like blush slash highlighter look, but you know, you see here in the natural daylight demo just how beautiful that looks on my skin. And then these Guerlain terracotta blushes. They're so pretty. That's what I'm wearing on my cheeks that has the most pigment. It's from this one. I have a mixture of this and the Gucci blush. I use this and then kind of put the Gucci one on top. These are so pretty. Do you see how pretty my cheeks look? They're not baked blushes, but they almost have like that baked blush kind of thing going on. Now this is a very pinky shade, but if had this been like more of a, let's say, terracotta color, it would have looked like I just walked in from the sun. Very like, it looks like it just sun hitting my face and heating up. It has almost like this blurring kind of effect. I just adore them. They have a slight scent and I don't mind them. That's very luxurious to me. I know some people don't like the scent, but you guys, the scent isn't overwhelming. The first couple of times you put on, you will smell it more, but the scent kind of dies down over time and you almost don't notice it. Now on to highlighters. These Chanel highlighters are to die for, you guys. To die for, these powder highlights. Oh my gosh, do you see this one? This is in the shade Ivory Gold. Yeah, this is one of my actually favorite shades. Look at that ethereal glow. Like, I don't know, it's very glowy, not in a obvious kind of way. That's one of the two highlights I'm wearing on my skin in this video. And here is the daylight demo. You can see just how beautiful that is. Now, I am wearing this powder highlight, Chanel powder highlight, on top of this Chanel almost jelly gel consistency liquid luminizer. This is called Sublimage Lumiere. This is the most beautiful and most gorgeous natural, what are the words I'm looking for? Absolutely amazing highlighters I've ever tried. They don't, even though this is a liquid highlighter, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's like a gel consistency. It's kind of cooling at the same time. When you put it on, it does not emphasize texture. You know, like iconic London highlighters, you know how they're like these stripes of highlight when you put on, they're beautiful, but you can tell they are like artificial highlights, and plus they can emphasize texture because of that sort of metallic-y almost like nature of it. Whereas this is very different from that. This is more of a jelly type of consistency that sort of melts into your skin and looks absolutely stunning in the light, in the daylight. Especially a very beautiful highlight. I just absolutely love every drop of it. My essay at Nordstrom Chanel counter is the one who convinced me to get it, and I'm really glad that she did. And then I have this Westman Atelier highlighter in Peau de Pêche. This has been talked about, I don't know, here's another, the only complaint I suppose I have is sometimes I have trouble opening it. But this is very weighty, it's like a paperweight, very luxurious. And this is almost like a cross between a cream, a powder, and a putty highlighter. That's what I feel like the best way to describe this highlighter. Do you see that? This is like more on the subtle side, you guys, in terms of how it looks on the face. It's kind of like along the same lines as this Chanel one, the way, in terms of the way it looks on the skin, it looks more like a wet look. I just adore it. This is really a beautiful highlighter that is worth every penny. And then we have these from Uncle Tom, from Tom Ford, okay? This is from the new Summer Soleil collection, and if you want to see the full review of the entire Tom Ford Soleil collection from this year, check out my video. I'll link it, I'll put a picture here and link it down below. Now this is what came out with it. You see I'm almost like making a dent here. This is a nude sand, and it's the most beautiful, not overly gold, champagne-y highlight, which I think is flattering on anybody, on any skin. Do you see that? Do you see how gorgeous that is? I mean, you can see here in a minute in the natural daylight application, you guys, these look absolutely stunning. They are very like glowy, but they melt into the skin too, so it's kind of hard to describe. Absolutely stunning. And I think this particular shade, Nude Sand, is gorgeous on any skin tone. It's not overly gold, so it actually even complements fair skin tones, and it looks absolutely stunning on deep skin tones. So this one right here is another shade from the same highlighter formula. This is from the Soleil Neige collection from last winter. I will put it right below the Soleil collection 1 version. Do you see that? That's more of a pinky one. Absolutely beautiful. This one leans more pinky, but it has like a, it's not obviously pink either. It's like, that's the other thing I love about the shades that they came out with. They're very, very universally flattering. Almost forgot this amazing Cleo Lux highlighter. These are so angelic and ethereal on the face. It just melts into the skin, and it looks like not something on your skin, rather it's coming from inside your skin, like through your skin. It's just gorgeous. Look at that ethereal glow. You will see in the daylight demo just how stunning these look. Of course, we can't forget about these Dia Backstage highlighters. These are so worth every penny. I have like 3 palettes of these, but here are some shades swatched. Of course, this does no justice to what these really look like on the face. There's one luxury eyeshadow brand that I can't recommend enough. I didn't include Natasha Denona in this video. That is totally, absolutely fabulous. I didn't include Pat McGrath. I didn't include Charlotte Tilbury. Those are very good brands too, but they're not luxury brands. They are high-end, but they're not luxury. In terms of luxury brands, it's Uncle Tom all the way, you guys. Tom Ford shadows are undefeated. Time and time again. I mean, just for this right here is what Tom Ford is very well known for, these topper shades. I mean, look at that. These eye toppers, you know, that's what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. Do you see that? Do you see that? These look so glimmery on your eyelids, you guys. Like during the day when you wear it, the sun catches the light, it just glimmers. Absolutely stunning. This is the traditional formula, which is my favorite with the topper shades. But of course, he has more. And here is another traditional formula with the topper shade right here. This shade alone worth this palette. Oh my gosh, this is from the latest Soleil collection. Again, check out my video. I did a full eye look with this stunning shade all over my lid. Oh my god, it glimmers and catches light, and it's kind of like two-tone. And the other shades in here are absolutely stunning too. This is kind of a shimmery satin. These are very like suede, like, you know, silky matte type of shades. Oh, so worth it. And then Tom Ford not only has the original formula, that is the OG, but then Tom Ford came out with these creme shades. Do you see how obvious this is? These are the creme formula shadows. You guys, these are like cream to powder, but very, 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 very creamy. And this is another cream one. Oh my gosh, these look so sexy. They look kind of like nothing in the pan, but my god, you guys, these shades are like so wet looking and so creamy. And these like creamy mattes are just to die for. They have like a slight sheen to them, like a wet look almost. This is the Rose Prick palette. This is, again, this is a creamy creme shadow. So darn beautiful. And then of course Tom Ford also has the wet dry formula, which is right here, which you can use wet or dry, and both ways it's absolutely fabulous. These are more of a drier formula than the other ones. These are pretty darn glimmery themselves. Nobody can beat Uncle Tom when it comes to a good eyeshadow formula, you guys. I mean, I'm so glad after Estee Lauder acquired it, it didn't go down. It kept that quality, kept the original formula, which we all love and adore, you know what I mean? Absolutely worth every last penny. Then more eye products. The luxury brand from which I recommend a mascara is this one, YSL Lash Clash Mascara. If you like that sort of voluminous and full lash look, you would like it. But if you don't like that clumpy full look, then you wouldn't like it. But I like that because I like to have that very thick set of lashes. I don't like it to be too separate, you know, like separated the eyelashes. There's a time and a place for that type of look too, but this is what I like to, how I like my eyelashes. And it's really, you know, it's very creamy but not, and wet but not too wet. So you don't want your mascara to be too dry or too wet, okay? So that's exactly what this is. My only complaint is that after you use it for a while, it dries out quickly once you start to open and close it a lot. What do? You know, that's just life. And then I don't know why more people are not talking about the Chanel eye and lip liners. I'll get to the lip liners here in a second. This is the eyeliner I'm wearing. For this look, I didn't want a dark, harsh liquid wing line. I wanted to just do my lash line with a brown kind of espresso color. So that's what this is. This is a very beautiful espresso color, and I kind of smudged it along the eyelash line. These are creamy but not too creamy. They stay put all day. They kind of remind me of the Victoria Beckham, which by the way I should be including in here. I totally forgot the Victoria Beckham ones. They are pretty worth the price too. But these Chanel ones, no one talks about, you guys. They're so good. They last all day in the waterline and on lash line, upper lash line. They smudge very good but not too smudgy so that it doesn't like go all over the place. It's creamy but not too creamy. It's the perfect formula, and the only eyebrow product I will recommend from a luxury brand that is so amazing. 3-in-1, which is the most groundbreaking thing. And why couldn't more brands do this before Valentino came up with this idea? This is the Valentino eyebrow pencil product. This has all three. Every time I would use like an eyebrow pencil, like for example, what is it, like the what's the one that I like? Cannot remember the name. There's one that I like that didn't have a spoolie but had the little, you know, little brush tip like this, you know, like the brow brush like this that you can do little hairline strokes with, and the pencil together. But of course that was at the expense of the spoolie. They couldn't include the spoolie because one end was the brush, one end was the pencil. But now Valentino thought of giving us all three. Here's the spoolie, here's the little brush for, you know, hairline strokes at the front of the brow, and now here is the pencil, which is nice and pinched, which is how I love it. That way you can get very small strokes. Why couldn't more brands think of this before Valentino? Genius. This gets it all done. Look how gorgeous my brows look in this video. You saw in the daylight application demo here just how easy it is to use. When it comes to lip products, I have a ton here. A ton. Okay, so how do I even start? So let me start with what I'm wearing on my lips in this video. So these are the Guerlain Kiss Kiss Bee Glow lip balms which is this one, and this is the lip gloss or lip oil, I mean. Look at the shine on this. I mean, you can tell. That's what I'm wearing. So let me renew. You guys, these give you the most juicy, pouty lip look. Every time I'm wearing this in videos, you guys ask me what I'm wearing. And then actually on my other channel too, Salon Cleo, people keep asking me what I'm wearing on my lips. Then these are the same Kiss Kiss Bee Glow, but the lip oils. These are super juicy looking. Do you see that? And high shine. Oh my gosh, do you see that? I adore this. Worth every penny. It's like a thick honey kind of consistency, but not, you know, when you do this, it doesn't do the butthole lip thing. It doesn't, you know, do the stringy thing. It's just so good. So good. I love these. Throw in my purse and take everywhere. I have them in several colors, but I did a whole video reviewing all Guerlain new makeup, including these. Check out that video. You will see everything, like full review of the full range, the new makeup. I love Chanel lip products. Chanel, I would say any Chanel lip product is so worth the price. So worth the price, you guys. So let me introduce a few formulas from Chanel. So these are the Rouge Cocoa Balm. I think this is with the silver band. And a couple of my favorite shades are right here. These are just groundbreaking shades. Like, look at this. This is almost like metallic. You know? Do you see that? This is like a strawberry red. It's absolutely stunning on the lips. Most of the cocoa balms don't have this. These are the ones with the shades with the sort of like that metallic-y glow. The other ones don't have the metallic-y glow. I love the metallic-y glow. There's another shade. Oh my gosh, these are so delicious looking on the lips. Very sultry, date night worthy. And then you have the Rouge Cocoa Flash ones with the gold bands. These are like two particular shades that I really love. I will link them down below, the shades and everything, list them. These two particular shades have like little specks of sparkle, which gives it a really juicy kind of look. They are so juicy looking and shiny, absolutely stunning. Not all of them have the sparkle, but all of them look beautiful. Even the one without the sparkles, they're very juicy. Love it. Love, love, love it. And then you guys, these right here, these are new, limited edition Rouge Allure Velvet Nuit Blanche lipsticks. I have all 8 shades. I did a YouTube short with all 8 shades. These are like these beautiful, this is like Margot Robbie was the face for this collection. So this is like that Chanel's regular Rouge Allure formula, but with kind of more luminosity, I feel like. I'm gonna just swatch a few here. I will put my YouTube short right here for you guys to see. My favorite shades are this beautiful pink and this hot pink like one. Those are my favorite shades, and I also love that one. I just only swatched a few. These look absolutely stunning. You will see here in my YouTube short, as you can see, they're absolutely gorgeous. So worth the price. They're still available, to my surprise, actually, in selected places. I will list them all down below, everywhere you can get it from still. So worth the price if you ask. I really love them. And then you guys, the Dior lip products are just to die for. I don't want to go through all the formulas, but this one right here is a balm. It's a very simple looking, kind of almost transparent kind of balm. This is the balm I like to wear when I'm not wearing any makeup, and it just gives my lips, do you see that right there? The most juicy, pouty look without it looking like I'm wearing anything. It's just gorgeous, just gorgeous. I love this whole range, the balm range. And then you get the Dior Addict lip glosses that are just stunning, you guys. I just recently purchased, I don't want to show it in this video because I don't want to spoil the surprise. The new lavender shades, all 3 lavender shades, I'm going to show you guys. The lavender shade of this, the lavender shade of this, and the lip oil in the lavender shade. I'm gonna, by the way, which is also good, the Dior lip oils. Look at those. These lip maximizers are just stunning on the lips, you guys. So worth the price. And then I want to talk about these Chanel lip liners. In terms of like the luxury brands, these are the lip liners I recommend. These are so creamy, but at the same time not overly creamy, like the Lisa Eldridge formula, for example. So it's creamy but breaks. Like if you put too much pressure, like even light pressure, they break. This is creamy while not being overly creamy to the point that I can't even draw it on and it breaks. It doesn't. I'm putting a lot of pressure here, but you know, but it's super creamy, glides on, and they last so long on the lips. So worth it. When it comes to other brands that I love lip liners from, Charlotte Tilbury's, Natasha Denona's, but they're not luxury brands, they're high-end brands from a luxury brand. So worth the price. Also Victoria Beckham, it's pretty good too. Absolutely love those, you guys. In terms of fragrances, I just did a video on my other channel, Salon Cleo, the luxury perfume, so worth the price. So the equivalent of this video. So if you want to know the equivalent of the fragrance version, like the, you know, the same video in fragrance version, check out that video on my other channel, Salon Cleo. But that's it, you guys. Those are the luxury beauty products that I think worth every last penny that you spend on them, because they just make you look beautiful. I mean, do I not look amazing today with these products on me? I mean, my lighting isn't even great in the studio, but look how beautiful. Like, you will see in the daylight how amazing I look showing these products on my skin for you guys. Love the lips, love the eyes, my Tom Ford quad. Every time I use these products, I come out looking amazing and having a great makeup day. Let me know down in the comment section what your favorite luxury products that are so worth the price that I missed. If I missed something, just chime down below and let me know. Don't want this video to be too long. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It really helps me grow this new, very new small community into a larger channel like my other one. And of course, don't forget to click the notification bell, because subscribing isn't enough anymore. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Hop on over to Salon Cleo, my other fragrance channel. There are a lot of really amazing content there if you want to know what the best scents are, how to smell amazing all day. If you want to smell as good as you look, that's the place for you. Stay tuned for Patrick Ta highlighters, the new highlighters. Stay tuned for a full review of that and daylight demo. I will see you guys in my next video.